Huh. Enjoy acting all calm while you can. I mean, my store's full of hot girls. Big bro, I need a favor. Please, help them. The store's in trouble. I want you to hire my employees.
Dewey, I think whether it's night work or fashion, what really matters doesn't change.
My name is Rui Otori. This is a memory from when I used to work at the youth fashion brand Kings. The one speaking in front of me is Otowa Shinomiya, a former hostess turned charismatic saleswoman, now the store manager. She's someone I admired.
Our job is to give everyone who visits our store the dream of a lifetime. Take pride in what you do. Because the stars of this job are all of you.
Time passed, and now I'm 28. 2 years ago, I started my own fashion company and launched my brand, Alan, opening a store. The concept is fashion for hosts, band guys, and the so-called underground crowd.
Boss, I really think it's time to hire more staff. That store called Sinclair, right? Even if their concept is similar, we're still super busy.
I'll be fine. Thanks for worrying about me.
Boss?
More importantly, thank you for always welcoming customers with a smile. Because you make them happy, we get to stay busy every day. I'll do my best too, so I can make you smile in return. I forced the brightest smile I could, just wanting my team to feel reassured. Even though I said that to them, it's true. We're seriously short-staffed. Well, well, if it isn't Otori. Kiragi, it's you. On my way home, I turned at the sound of that annoying voice I recognized. This guy's name is Setsuna Hiragi, a former colleague from King's. He's running his own fashion brand now too. How's business? Going well? It's going alright. His brand, Sinclair, has definitely had some impact, but my store's doing just fine. Huh. Enjoy acting all calm while you can. I mean, my store's full of hot girls. You, with your mob face, step into my shop and you just vanish in a sea of beauty. Sure. You haven't changed one bit. Not that I care, but don't go making those girls miserable. Huh? What the hell's that supposed to mean? I had no desire to keep talking to him, so I ignored the voice behind me and walked away. That bastard. Just wait. One day I'm gonna crush your whole company. Let's go, guys. On this lonely spring night, the only sound is rain hitting the street. A few days after running into Hiragi, I stood alone after closing, watching the rainy city from the window. Then came the sound of banging on the door. I sighed and headed over. Who'd show up at this hour? All right, I'm coming. When I opened the door and saw who it was, I froze. Aruto. A man soaked in rain with two very different types of beautiful women. That man was my younger brother, Aruto Otori. He used to be a host, but after saving up money, he opened a cabaret club in Shinjuku. You're all soaked. Just come inside now. I grabbed Aruto's arm and brought them all into the store. Aruto looked at me with a desperate expression. Big bro, I need a favor. Please, help them. The store's in trouble. I want you to hire my employees. The two women Aruto brought gasped.
Wait! That's not why I came here. I heard you were his brother, so I thought you'd listen if I came with him. That's why I brought Mirei, too. She's right. There's no way we could just leave Aruto like this.
As I watched them speak humbly, memories from the past came rushing back. Hey, Aruto, you still haven't finished your summer homework. What have you been doing all this time? It's fine. I'm gonna make a living off this face. Aruto was always lazy and hopeless. No matter how much me or our parents warned him, he blew off schoolwork. He'd openly say he was gonna be a host someday, and even though I was exasperated, I knew deep down he wasn't a bad guy. We all looked after our cheerful and upbeat younger brother, but then, there's no way that kind of business will last forever. Huh, shut up. I've been in the nightlife world long enough. I know what works. Don't lump me in with my brother who only hears things secondhand from his manager. Fine, do whatever you want. Maybe his host days gave him some warped sense of pride, but Aruto stopped listening to advice completely. I got angry too, like he was insulting Otowa-san, and we drifted apart after that. So, in the end, your cabaret club failed and you're shutting it down? By the way, the woman with the golden drill hair and strong-willed vibe is Claire Hojo. The intelligent one with silky black hair and glasses is Mirei Shinonome. Both used to work at Aruto's club. Haruto, I warned you so many times. But you wouldn't listen. Shut your place down? And now you expect me to help you? That day, I said awful things to you. And you were right about everything. So don't worry about me. But they're different. Claire and Mirei stuck with a failure like me until the very end. I know you have no reason to help me, but could you at least think about it? For their sake?
No way. If you've got room to hire someone, hire Aruto instead of me. She's right. I'll find a job somehow. Please help Aruto.
Aruto would never say something like that before, but now I could tell. He truly regretted what he'd done. And Claire and Mirei clearly cared about him too. Maybe something changed once his business started to fail. We're short on help anyway. I'll hire all three of you. First month's a trial period. Thank you. And I'm sorry for everything, big bro.
Thank you so much.
After that, the three of them, Aruto, Claire, and Mirei, successfully completed their probation and are now full-time employees. Aruto, who seems to have studied a lot during his cabaret club days, mainly supports the business side now, while Claire and Mirei work the floor, handling customer service. This month's top sales goes to you, Claire. Congrats!
Naturally. Next month, too, I'll sell so our customers shine their brightest.
Seen that, bro? Our Claire's amazing, huh? Waving from a little distance with the other employees, Aruto flashes a proud grin. That guy.
Aruto's really loosened up since coming here, in a good way.
So before, he was...
Yeah, I think what you see now is the real him. Back when we were working at the cabaret club, honestly, I often thought, what kind of manager is this guy? But Aruto picked up me and Mirei and never abandoned us, even at the end. I hate injustice, so I'd get into arguments even with owners. And Mirei had trouble with sales due to her stiff expression, so she really couldn't shine at other clubs. Even so, Aruto believed in our potential and kept us close. That's why both of us are really grateful to him.
I see. I'm glad Aruto had people like you and Mirei by his side.
And I'm glad your brother's the company president. I really respect how you approach your work, too. Show every customer the dream of a lifetime. That's such a great philosophy. I'd love to keep helping build a store that can do just that.
Well, I kind of borrowed that line, but thanks. That means a lot. A few weeks later, I invited Shinonome-san out to a bar a friend owns.
Sorry to make you go out of your way, President.
Was it that obvious?
Oh, and it's about yourself. You know best.
Yes. Today, I invited Shinonome-san because her recent sales have been down.
Unlike Aruto-san or Claire, I can't really contribute to the business side or help much in sales. As As you can see, I lack expression and struggle with being cheerful. Back in the cabaret club, some customers were fine with small talk and nodded along, so I managed by studying their interests. But making people feel genuinely uplifted, that's much harder. It's just how I am. It's not something I can easily change. I don't want to be a burden anymore, so maybe I should just resign.
Shinonome-san, please wait. It's true you don't have Claire's brightness, and maybe customer service isn't your strongest suit. But you're diligent, and you study fashion trends and customer needs thoroughly. That's why I was thinking, maybe you'd be good at sourcing fabrics and materials.
You think I could do that?
You won't know unless you try. It's okay. If anything goes wrong, I'll back you up. After that, Shinonome-san gradually got used to sourcing work, and little by little, her expression began to brighten.
President, I'd like to discuss the sourcing for next season. In terms of balancing cost and quality, and also staying on trend.
Now, she handles her job with such confidence, she barely needs my support at all. Alright then, can you work out the details with the supplier? Still, Shinonome-san, you've really come into your own.
That's only because you backed me up so much. It's thanks to you that I've made it this far. Really, thank you.
No, I'm the one who's grateful. Seeing you so full of life at work makes me happy. Same goes for Aruto and Claire. It's a huge help having you all here. Come on. If we're talking about payback, I've still got a long way to go.
You're kidding, right? You had to handle so much before we came, didn't you? You're not still trying to do everything on your own, are you?
Of course not. Since you all came, I've had it way easier. That's good to hear. We want to support you properly, bro.
If anything comes up, don't hesitate to speak up, okay? And if you ever feel anxious or need to vent, just say so. We'll always be here for you.
Yeah, I really am blessed with the people around me. Meanwhile, over at Sinclair, the store Hiragi runs, his furious voice echoed through the back office. Hey, what the hell are these numbers? Sinclair gathered aspiring celebrities and model-type beauties, targeting mostly male customers. At one point, their sales even outpaced Alan's, but now the momentum had completely died down. You're letting a store run by that low-life Otori overtake us? Are your pretty faces just decoration? You know how much money I'm paying you? Unbelievable. I sold my pride and body to rich old hags just to gather these ex-model wannabes. And now they're all useless. Totally worthless. From tomorrow on, sell clothes like your lives depend on it. If you have to, use your looks or whatever else you've got. It's not like you had any real talent for modeling anyway. A few days later, one of Sinclair's employees was stomping through the streets in a huff.
Ugh, unbelievable. That bastard boss just says whatever the hell he wants. Sure, we've made some mistakes, but that doesn't mean he can talk to us like that. Wait, the store? Wasn't this the one the boss had been talking about like it's the enemy?
Passing by Alan's store by chance, the employee stops, clearly curious.
I'll be at your next live too. I'm really rooting for you. Good luck. Great job today, Claire. Let's start closing up. Whew! Another great day of work. Hey boss, buy me a drink.
Sure, but not for you, Claire. Your drunk mode is a menace.
Hey, that's so mean. This store's vibe. It's totally different from ours.
We're a lively bunch, huh? That's just how it always is here.
What?
Startled by Aruto's sudden appearance, she instinctively jumps back. Our president's policy is, show everyone who visits our store the dream of a lifetime. And to make that happen, he makes sure to keep us happy first.
I see. Makes sense if you're serving customers with a bad attitude. There's no way they'll be happy. Thanks for the insight.
Oh, no, not at all. The store's closing for the day, but next time you stop by, we'll make sure to show you the dream of a lifetime. A few weeks later, Hiragi was at his wit's end. What the hell is going on? Why are so many people suddenly quitting? Those ungrateful brats. Forgot who gave them a job in the first place. Apparently, the entire staff had walked out, and Sinclair was forced to shut down. I'll never forget this. Some of the ex-Sinclair employees ended up joining Alan.
Big sale today! We've got tons of cute and cool clothes, so take your time and check them out.
With more staff and higher sales, I might even start thinking about expanding the business. Just as that thought crossed my mind... Hey, Otori, I know you're here. Get out here. The front door burst open, and Hiragi stormed inside. Traitors! Working at a place like this, of all places.
Hey, Hiragi, sir.
I'm gonna have to ask you to stop disrupting business. What do you want, Hiragi? Everyone, please escort the customers out and apologize. Also, close the store for today. Leave this to me. Huh, trying to act cool in front of the ladies, huh? You really pulled a low move poaching my staff. Let's not twist things. I didn't poach anyone. They came here because they wanted to. Shut up. I've hated you from the start. You only outsold me back at the old store because you were doing shady stuff, right? Talking trash about me to customers. Huh? Like hell I'd do that. Then why the hell did you get better results than me? You don't even look good compared to me. So that's why he's always been hostile. I let out a deep sigh. Listen, it's because you were so fixated on the numbers that your performance tanked. What did you say? Didn't Otoa-san tell you too? Show the dream of a lifetime to those who visit our store. But all you cared about was how much people spent. You ignored how customers felt. No one wants to buy clothes from someone like that. That's not. Hey, maybe you should stop. You're seriously embarrassing yourself. I turned at the familiar voice and saw Aruto emerging from the nap room in PJs. Aruto, that outfit. Give me a break. I worked late last night. It's my day off. Let me sleep, man. Who the hell are you? Mind your own business. Well, true. It's not really my business. But, as someone who also crashed a business before, I do have something to say. I used to be just like you, chasing profits and treating people like tools, and I failed. What? That's right. Back then, Aruto was a manager obsessed with sales numbers. What the hell are these numbers? Get them to pop bottles with pure instinct. Look, the psychology behind getting someone to open a bottle is... Using his host experience, he gave out all kinds of advice, but not everyone can thrive in that environment. Most of the girls felt he was too harsh or inhuman and eventually left the club. I used to think that was what being a host and a manager meant, but one day, my brother seriously tore that mindset down. He said, if you can't make your staff happy, how the hell do you expect to make customers happy? Deep down, I knew he was right, but pride and ego got in the way, and I couldn't change. In the end, the girls all left, and the business crumbled. You and I both went down the wrong path. And that wasn't anyone else's fault but our own. Aruto. Even so, there were people who didn't give up on me. That's how I got a second chance. No way. I couldn't have been wrong. It's all his fault. Sure. I hope you find someone someday who'll help you straighten yourself out. After that, Hiragi had no choice but to shut down his company. He still had debts to pay off. With such a niche resume, he struggled to find work again. By the way, I made sure to file a damages claim for disrupting business. How many more days of work will it take to pay this all off? Now that he's working day labor gigs, maybe he's finally learning what it's like to be one of the workers. Meanwhile, with the expanded staff, Alan opened a second store, with Aruto as the new manager. You sure I'm the right guy for this, bro? Yeah, I trust you with it. Don't let me down.
Naruto-san, thank you for giving someone like me, who had nowhere to go, a place to belong. I wish I could keep working with you, but...
Aruto suddenly lets out a sly grin and leans toward Claire and Mirai. It's fine. You both want to stay here, right? Don't worry about me. I don't know who'll end up dating my brother, but when you do, tell me about it.
What are you saying? Geez, just hurry up and go to your new store already, Aruto.
1 year later, we all gathered again for the first time in a while. So, bro, have you decided? Claire or Shinonome? Who are you gonna date? Aruto suddenly drops a bomb and I barely hold back a spit take. What the hell are you talking about?
Stop teasing us, Aruto-san. We're not like that with him.
It's been a year and we're still doing this.
But I want to be with you, President. I like you.
Huh? Whoa, Shinonome coming in hot.
What? Wait, since when? Since when? Pretty long ago, actually. Well, I like him too, okay?
Claire too? Man, this is intense. What are you gonna do, bro? This little gremlin is clearly enjoying this. But honestly, it's fun. Maybe it's inappropriate, but this warm, chaotic moment in front of me, this is the result of all the bonds we've built over time. From Otoa-san to me, from me to Aruto, from Aruto to Claire and Shinonome. One person connects to another, and together, we've created something truly bright.
Today was exhausting. Maybe I'll grab a drink before heading home. I'm Yoshihiko Kasama, 26 years old. Whenever I get home late because of overtime, I always stop by a yakitori restaurant. The food is great, but I also love the cool calligraphy of the chicken character in the restaurant's logo. Welcome!
Oh, you're here again today. Over here.
Sitting at the counter and waving me over is Haruka Shimotsuma. She's the same age as me and a regular at this place.
Chef, another draft beer.
Coming right up! Good evening, Haruka. Still as much of a drinker as ever, huh? How many beers in are you? Haruka is already quite tipsy. I smile wryly and sit next to her as she waves me over.
You just don't get it, do you? Young people these days, who cares how many I've had?
Aren't you also one of those young people?
If you keep sweating the small stuff like this, you'll never get popular with women. Oh, listen up. If you're counting drinks, you might as well not drink at all. Remember that.
I'm so sorry, please forgive me. But that never get popular part was unnecessary. Haruka's a beauty, but her personality is so bold, or maybe just sloppy, that it's overwhelming.
Chef, another draft beer.
What? You already finished? Never mind.
Yoshihiko, you're starting to get it now. Huh?
By the way, Haruka once said that it's the worst to complain about work while drinking, so I still don't know what her job is. I can't help but wonder. The two of us chat happily at the counter. Haruka is tipsy, while Yoshihiko watches her warmly. Alright, I guess I'll drink tonight to keep up with you, Haruka.
Good. Let's drink as much as we can tonight. I'll stick with you all the way.
What a straightforward person. We never plan to meet here, yet I always find myself hoping to see her whenever I come. And just as I hope, I meet her here 90% of the time, gradually building moments between us. And so, over time, I finally got Haruka's contact information.
Hey, Yoshihiko, you've been grinning a lot lately.
Do I really look like that?
Bullseye. Don't tell me you've got a crush. If it's about love, you should consult a pro like me.
This is Osuke Kanchigai, my senior by 2 years. He has a bad habit of not listening to others' opinions, but he's been looking out for me since I was a newbie. It's not really a consultation, but I do have someone I like. I told him about Haruka, the fellow regular I met at the yakitori restaurant.
What? You've got terrible taste. Are you really dating a woman with a drinking problem like that?
We've gone out a few times, but we're not officially dating.
Then stop now while you can. They say alcohol brings out a person's true nature.
Huh? That's why it's fine. I feel more at ease when someone shows their true self. Osuke pretends to sob with his arm over his eyes.
I'm so disappointed. I've looked after you since you were a newbie, only to see you walk into a relationship disaster like this.
She's not a disaster, okay? Please stop saying that. It's a harsh judgment. To me, who's drawn to Haruka's unfiltered self, it's downright offensive. So, what about you, senpai? How's your love life? Osuke enthusiastically talks about his crush.
Me? I'm head over heels right now. She's my ideal woman through and through.
So, this time you've really found your perfect traditional beauty.
That's right. Want to hear about her?
Osuke loves traditional, calm, and reserved women. In fact, he's even taken ikebana and tea ceremony classes to meet them.
I've started taking calligraphy classes. The students are mostly old guys, but the instructor is stunning. A real traditional beauty.
I see, a calligraphy instructor. That's an interesting encounter. Good for you.
And she says I'm the fastest learner in the class. I'm getting special treatment. This must be destiny. I'm gonna break through the barrier of student and teacher.
The latter half of his story blurs the line between truth and exaggeration, but I have no intention of criticizing someone's love life.
So, Yoshihiko, ditch that sloppy woman and find yourself a proper traditional beauty. Later. I've got to wrap up work early for my calligraphy class.
I can't say I see him as a love expert, but his dedication to his ideals is admirable. Though he didn't stick with ikebana or tea ceremony, I hope calligraphy lasts. With that thought, I get back to work. Chief, another beer please. Tonight, Haruka's running late because of work. She told me to start without her, so here I am, having a beer at her usual yakitori spot.
Coming right up! Yoshihiko, you're starting to match Haruka's pace lately.
Am I? The chef's casual comment fills me with a mix of joy and embarrassment.
Still, Haruka getting this attached. Is this the flag for a heartwarming love story? The ultimate male fantasy?
The chef grins mischievously, clearly enjoying his own imagination. I tilt my head in confusion. What do you mean?
Haruka's been a regular here since before you started coming. Sure, she's had guys flirt with her. But I've never seen her get this close to someone before. You're the first, Yoshihiko. A real miracle story.
The chef's unique words send a thrill through my chest, making me feel tipsier than before.
Hey, Chef. You're not saying anything unnecessary, are you? Gotta keep an eye on you. 1 draft beer, please.
Haruka, slightly out of breath, sits with a thud and quickly orders her drink.
Before I get scolded, here's your beer. Yoshihiko, don't worry about me. Just go for it, kid. The wall is here to support you. Poof!
He disappears with remarkable speed, leaving the two of us alone. Turns out the chef might just be a bit of an otaku after all. Well anyway, good job today. It's rare for you to have unexpected overtime.
Yeah, recently there's been a lot going on. No, I better not complain about work. Cheers!
I wanted to know what she was about to say, but restrained myself and clinked her mugs together, saying cheers. Damn it, because of the chef's suggestive comments, I'm more conscious of her than usual. Haruka's drinking pace was slightly faster than usual, and before I knew it, she'd outpaced me in drunkenness. At first, she looked a bit tired, but soon she was back to her usual self, sitting cross-legged on the chair, which was a relief.
Ooh, by the way, I found a store across the station that has a whole lineup of rare premium shochu. I'm a bit busy now, but when things settle down, why don't we go together?
Sounds good. If it's premium shochu, does that mean they have the 3 M's?
Morizo, Mao, and Murao, right? They apparently do.
As we talk about looking forward to going, I happen to notice the memo on Haruka's left hand. That memo on your hand. It's just like Haruka to write memos on her hand these days, but what surprised me was how beautiful the handwriting was.
Oh, this? It always happens, right? When you want to jot something down, there's never any paper around.
Saying that, Haruka starts roughly wiping her hand with an oshibori. Your handwriting is beautiful.
Oh, I see that look. You think it's unexpected. How rude.
No, I mean, memos are usually scrawled, but yours are so neat. And it's on the back of your hand, which isn't easy to write on. I just think that's amazing. When I compliment her, Haruka widens her eyes slightly. Then she glances at her own hand, where the writing is already fading.
The neat handwriting. Well, I think it's partly because I learned it, but it's probably genetic. My dad has beautiful handwriting too.
Haruka begins talking about how her parents met.
When my dad was young, he was shy, awkward, and not much of a talker. Well, he's still pretty much like that. But he was confident in his handwriting, so he wrote a letter and gave it to someone. My mom. As soon as she saw his handwriting, she fell for him. She said if his handwriting had been bad, I might not even exist.
She laughs as if teasing, but the way she talks about it lovingly makes me stare at her in admiration. Wow, that's a beautiful story. Neat handwriting really does matter. They say it reflects one's personality. Actually, a senior at my company recently started going to a calligraphy class, but his reason is a bit impure. He's got a crush on the teacher, which is kind of a problem. When I said that, Haruka stopped mid-sip of her beer. She tilted her head slightly, looking puzzled, but I couldn't ask her why at that time.
Hey, Yoshihiko, I've got a favor to ask.
On the next day in the office hallway, Osuke-senpai approached me, hands rubbing together.
This weekend, there's a calligraphy contest at the class I go to. My work will be on display, too.
What? You just started and already? That's amazing.
Well, I'm the star student, after all. Also, if a student brings a lot of spectators, it'll boost their standing, right? I want to look cool in front of my beloved teacher, so I'm inviting everyone. You should come too, Yoshihiko.
And so that weekend, I went to the calligraphy contest venue as a favor to my senior. The large hall was rented out, showcasing works from elementary school students to adults. Wow, even the elementary school kids are impressive. I could never write like this. Where's Osuke-senpai's work displayed? As I wandered through the venue, someone called out to me.
Hey, Yoshihiko, over here, over here.
Hi, there are so many works and so many people here.
The class I go to is one of the biggest in the Japan Calligraphy Association. You must think better of me now, seeing a newbie like me showcasing work at a contest like this. This time, I've got a whole new level of dedication.
I'm impressed. So where's your piece displayed?
You'll see that later. But first, I want you to meet the teacher I'm so in love with.
Osuke grabs me and pulls me toward a female calligraphy teacher.
Teacher, do you have a moment? Yoshihiko, this is the traditional beauty I'm pursuing.
Huh? When the teacher turned around at Osuke-senpai's call, I was at a loss for words. There she was, standing tall with an elegant posture, wearing a kimono. It was Haruka.
Huh? Yoshihiko? Why are you here?
This must be what people in Japan mean when they say like a pigeon hit by a pea shooter. Neither Haruka nor I could find the words to say.
Wait, what? You two know each other? What's going on?
Haruka tried to laugh elegantly with her hand over her mouth, but her hand was covered in memos. Seeing that snapped me out of my daze. Well, she's the woman I mentioned before. We became friends at the yakitori restaurant we both frequent.
What? No way, stop joking around. You said the woman you like is that sloppy drunk. Don't compare someone like that to my ideal traditional beauty, the teacher.
Even if you tell me not to compare them.
Sloppy drunk, huh? Sorry to disappoint.
Wait, no, that's not what I meant. It's a figure of speech. No, I can't process this. My perfect traditional beauty. No, this can't be.
Osuke-senpai scratched his head furiously. He must have been really shaken.
That's what happens when you judge people based on one side of them. The version of me in a kimono as a calligraphy teacher is real. And the version of me at the yakitori bar, letting loose and sometimes getting drunk, is also real.
I just can't believe it. Traditional beauty should be reserved and refined. I thought the teacher was definitely like that.
Enough. Stop deciding who I am on your own.
Eep!
Osuke shrinks back from Haruka's anger, but suddenly, as if struck by an idea, he raises his index finger.
Look, that's it. How about having a drink with me sometime? Maybe Yoshihiko's judgment is off, and... They say seeing is believing, right? So if you just have a drink with me once...
I didn't mind you coming to the class for my sake as long as you were serious about calligraphy. But you're not serious about improving or working on your craft. There's no way I'd like a man like that, let alone go drinking with him. Yoshihiko saw the sloppy and lazy side of me and still praised me for being genuine and honest. That made me happy. It made me feel like both my calligraphy teacher side and my personal side are equally me. Compared to someone who pushes their ideals onto me, I think he's much more a wonderful person.
No way! I can't believe I lost to Yoshihiko!
Haruka's words caused Osuke to crumble to the ground in despair. Suddenly, there was a commotion in the venue.
Chairman, thank you for your hard work. What brings you here?
Where's Haruka? I need to speak with her right away.
A man in a kimono, referred to as chairman and presumably the contest organizer, appeared in front of Haruka.
I'm here. Dad, what's the matter?
So this man is Haruka's father? And the chairman of the Calligraphy Association?
There you are, Haruka. What's the meaning of that piece? In the adult category, there's one work that looks like a child's level of writing.
I thought you'd notice that, Dad.
This isn't funny. Are you trying to ruin our association's reputation?
I told you before, didn't I? There's a problematic student who isn't serious about calligraphy and just keeps hitting on me. I wanted him to realize how amateurish his skills really are, so I intentionally let him exhibit.
What? I see. I understand your feelings, Haruka, but even so, that's too much. It said Osuke Kanchigai, didn't it? I'll personally visit the class and give him a stern warning.
Ah, that student. He's the one collapsed over there.
Prompted by Haruka, her father shifts his gaze to the slumped Osuke. Osuke had boasted that his exhibition was a special privilege, but it turns out the reality was entirely different.
How do you approach calligraphy? Sure, people fall in love, but your priorities are all wrong.
Thank you, Chairman. No, father-in-law. Thank you for hosting the calligraphy class. Thanks to N, I was able to meet Haruka-sensei, the ultimate traditional beauty.
Are you even listening? I'm asking how you think about calligraphy.
Calligraphy is a way to meet the teacher, because the teacher is that important to me.
Haruka spreads her arms in exasperation. Her father's next words were predictable.
You fool!
Eek!
I'm giving you a chance to explain yourself, but all you can do is blabber about Haruka. There's a saying, calligraphy reflects the heart. You can tell everything about a person's thoughts from their writing. Judging by that work of yours, I figured you weren't much of a man, but you've exceeded my worst expectations. That's enough. You're banned from entering the class.
Why?
As your father, it's only natural to consider my daughter's safety. I could even report you to the police.
Apparently, Osuke's love wasn't just about his persistence in class, but extended to stalking Haruka after lessons. He was lucky it didn't escalate to a criminal case. After being rejected by Haruka and banned from the class, Osuke was so shocked he skipped work for a few days. I thought he might quit, but one day, he suddenly showed up at the office, full of energy, and started pestering me as usual.
Yoshihiko, I've realized something. The real traditional beauties must exist in the world of haiku. I've decided to start attending a haiku class. Wanna join me, Yoshihiko?
I was speechless. What kind of mental resilience does this guy have? Needless to say, I politely declined his invitation to the haiku class. A few days later, I met up with Haruka again at the usual yakitori bar after her busy time with the contest. You know, when I went to the contest and saw your calligraphy, I noticed something. The large chicken written on this shop's door, that's your work, isn't it?
Oh, you figured it out? The chef asked me to write it when the place was being renovated.
The reason I decided to step into this bar for the first time was because I liked that logo. So meeting you here and getting to know you feels like destiny.
What's this about destiny all of a sudden?
Haruka, I like you. Will you go out with me?
Sure. Thank you. I like you too. But first, you'll have to join my class.
Huh? Why?
Calligraphy reflects the heart. You saw, didn't you? How stubborn my dad is? A polite verbal greeting won't work with him. But if you can write a beautiful handwritten letter, that'll be enough.
Understood. Haruka, no, sensei, please teach me.
I won't wait forever for my father's approval, so I'll be strict with you. Well, even if you don't improve, I can always write a letter to my father expressing my feelings for you. Now I kind of understand why that guy came to the class, though I'd never admit it to him.
Haruka seemed excited about a future where we'd spend time together even in class, though I didn't realize it then.
Hey, Chef, I won't say what it is, but you're being noisy. Good. You have potential, but here, at the start of the stroke.
I like her sloppy side, but her composed figure as a calligrapher is equally stunning. You can't judge someone by just one side of them. It's natural and charming to have different facets. Even Haruka, who's so genuine, surely has sides of herself I haven't seen yet. And I look forward to discovering them together.